Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Hi, my name is Miri, and I'm your favorite weather dragon who hopes to put a smile on your rainiest days. How are we doing? It's almost the weekend. I always get excited for streaming on Thursdays because it always feels like it's just that one step away. It's like not quite the weekend, so you can anticipate the weekend. That's how I feel about Thursdays. It's like Fridays, you get excited because it is the weekend, practically. But Thursdays are like, oh, it's gonna happen. It's happening. But hi, Hans. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. I am really excited because today we're finally going to get started on the main story. We did read up to, well, on stream, I've read up to the Marian's main story in the beginning tutorial step. So I'm going to follow after that animation. And then we're going to read all of chapter 2. The reason why I'm not doing more, and this is a... This is a personal problem, is I have doggos, and tomorrow doggos are going to the puppy sitter, and so I have to pack for the puppy sitters. Yes, the puppies, they come first. I'm so sorry. I love you guys, but the puppies come first. Yes. I'm really excited for the weekend, though. There is a lot happening for at least family-wise this weekend, so that's why, and I guess this is part of the announcement. Hi, Mystery! Hi! Hi, welcome in. This is kind of like, I guess, part of the announcement, or rather is the announcement. And I'm really sorry because I know that I came back from a hiatus only a little while ago. Hi, hi! Welcome. I didn't expect to see hot women already. Where? Oh, you mean the little one? The little one in the teacup? That's a boy. I did have, I get ADHD so often, oh my gosh. I did have someone who, when I went through the drive-thru with my dog after like a haircut, they looked at my dog, who is a boy, and they were like, oh my god, she's so pretty. And then I realized that my dog is a femboy. He's a beautiful femboy, but I love him to death. This was really funny to me, so now he's my pretty princess everywhere we go. I don't know why. Something about him makes people think he's a girl. I swear it's not because he's had a flower collar before. It was like one of those Japanese pattern, flowery, like sakura style collars that I got on Etsy. I have a more neutral tone now, so it still happens. I don't know what it is about him, but everybody thinks he's a girl. Anyway, the announcement, and I know people probably already know this if they've seen me on Twitch on Monday. I, unfortunately, am gonna go on a semi-ish hiatus. This is because of this next month. I'm gonna be having so many family events, social events, things that I don't usually go out to do, and I'm gonna need all my energy to do those things. So I'm taking this month semi-off. The reason why I say semi-hiatus is because I still have recorded content. It's gonna be 3 weeks-ish. 3 to 4 weeks-ish. I swear it's not another year. It's gonna be about 3-ish weeks. I have content that's already been, like, recorded. I'm actually gonna be posting on this channel. I'll have my regular, what do you call it? The Bond story. I'm taking a 1-week break after Rappy's story has ended, so it's not going to be this Monday, but the following Monday I'll have Rappy's Bond story. I'm also seeing if I can work out a couple of new shorts, but the regular Tuesday shorts that I have with the not brief encounters, what do you call it? The blah blah text. Those are still going to be going on Tuesdays. I have way more content on my roguelike variety channel, which is Mizuhiki Miri, not Miri Mizuhiki. So on that channel, I have 2 videos a week for roguelike variety content. I'll post it in the chat just in case if you haven't gone to that side of my YouTube channel yet. Mizuhiki Miri. I think it's like that. Or is it an at? Does it have to be an at? I can't quite remember. Let me test this just to double check and see. No, it has to be an at. Okay, let me remove this and fix this. https www.youtube.com. I swear, there's so many different ways that, what do you call it? Social media goes that I never remember which one it is. I'll pin this too. There we go. All right, but yes, that's gonna be my main like announcement. I'm still putting up content. I am gonna be on semi hiatus. If I can stream, I will stream. So this is why I'm not totally on hiatus, but I am on hiatus to make sure that I can spend time with family, go through all these family events, recharge my battery from all the social events, recharge my mouth from the English that I cannot spit. Hi, Nordman! Hi! Welcome, 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 welcome! Yes, so that's what the semi-hiatus is gonna be about. In terms of today, another hiatus, let's go! No! I swear it's not gonna be all the time. It just happens to be that occasionally throughout the year, I have months that are gonna be busier than others. And so instead of promising that I'm gonna stream and canceling here and there, I figured it's better if I just say that I'm gonna be on hiatus and surprise you guys when I do stream. I feel like that's a better way to set expectations, no? Yeah. So this is what we're gonna be doing. I'm thinking about, because I'm gonna be on semi-hiatus, I have some moments where I'm able to record. During those times, I'm thinking about possibly doing some recordings of the chapters of Nikke. So we're finishing chapter 2 today, maybe doing chapter 3, 4, 5, you know, continuing to do that, and I can record that content and post it on YouTube, just so that I still have Nikke content coming out. I figure that a lot of people have already read the early chapters, so this is really for me to catch up and remember what happened, since I skipped over a lot of the early chapters. I want to revisit and kind of relive the experience now that I'm more invested into Nikke's story. That's kind of like going to give me some more background too for the Bond stories, I imagine. Yeah. I actually have a lot that I want to do today outside of just reading the chapter 2 story, because I've been very patient and I've been very good, and I should get praised for this because I waited to save up some of my social pulls, my regular pulls. I didn't even spend for my premium pulls yet for the new character. I'm saving all of that for here. And my costume gacha. I have my costume gacha ready, so we're gonna be doing that on stream too. That I'm really excited about as well, because Phantom skin looks so good. Wait, let me switch over so that you guys can see what I mean, in case you haven't seen it yet. Alright. Nikke. I have the costume gacha up here. Something about this pisses me off whenever I see all the little red dots, but I can't get rid of some of them, partially because I was waiting to stream. So for this one, we have the costume gacha. I'm so excited. It looks so good. Look at that. I never knew Phantom could look like this. And I don't know why she has a porcupine, but it is really cute. Oh, it looks so good. Hi, Liz. Hi. I reject that name unless you actually mean Cost Dragon. I kind of don't know what that means, but I'll accept that. Yes, so this is the character that I'm really excited to get. I never played with Phantom, but now that she has a treasure and she has a costume gacha, I'm starting to invest in her now. It's so hard to spend enough materials to be able to level everyone up, though. She's got a long way to go, and I still have to get her collection item up. Yeah, I have a problem. I have every Nikke except one. I feel like it's... I argued this with a friend because they don't have all the Nikkes and they have way more they need to get than I do. But I have every Nikke except one. And I know this is first world problems, but something about missing just one pisses me off. If I had like a handful, okay, I get it. And I was less pressed, but now that I have just one, and I see people have so many of this copy, by the way, I get so jealous and so insanely like, ah. Completionist running a gacha. I can't help it. It's like Pokemon. I stopped playing a lot of Pokemon games because I sucked at collecting all the Pokemon. But once I collect everything too, and I'm not saying this is gonna happen with Nikke, but once I collect everything, I'm usually like, okay, that's it. I'm done. It's like the feeling of holding your breath and then suddenly being like, ah. Trying to 100% a gacha is crazy. Listen, I'm not gonna be able to 100% this gacha. I already know this, because some of the characters that exist in this gacha are characters from collaborations, which are likely not to happen again if I've been told correctly. A lot of people have told me that they're not likely to rerun. We got lucky, or rather I got lucky, that there was a rerun of the Nier collab, so that I was able to get that, and I was there for the Stellar Blade and Resident Evil collab, which I can't remember if the Resident Evil one was a rerun. but I was able to at least sign into that. Tried to do that once, and it wrecked you completely, didn't it? I speak from experience. It freaking wrecks you mentally, emotionally. You're so invested. And yet, I will never be able to get my 100% because of these characters. I don't even like ReZero, and I just want it. I think out of these collaborations, I really would want the Chainsaw Man, but it just has power and Makima. So I'm not like super pressed. Those are just the ones I would want most. We still have these two. We have, for the Persona collab, Queen Makoto and Yukiko. Yukiko's is really pretty. I didn't expect this because I thought that her design, not to say that she's plain, but it's more tame compared to the other girls. Even Raven from Stellar Blade. I hear Stellar Blade is really good, and it's the same people shipped up who made Nikke, which makes it a collab that's probably going to be able to have happen again. Raven pisses me off though. Wait, why? Her design is really cool though. I can't remember. She's supposed to be good in one of the specific areas. I can't remember if it's PvP or something along those lines. Yeah, Raven. She looks so pretty. One day I pray for Fortnite collab. Listen, Fortnite will collab with anybody and anyone. I'm surprised there isn't a collab they haven't done. I saw that they had an Edward Scissorhands. I was watching this channel called Best in Jest, and they do this thing where they each have a character on their forehead with a common theme, and they have to guess their character. And the theme was Fortnite collab. Who their character was in the Fortnite collab. I had no idea there was an Edward Scissorhands. Who thinks of this? How do they think of these things? How do they think of these collabs? I feel old. Is there anyone who even remembers Edward Scissorhands? That's how I felt. Why so many bunny girls? Why not so many bunny girls? Look at them. Raven's a boss fight. She took almost all my resources, and was it worth it? Because I'm about to show you all my resources disappearing. We have, actually, let me save this for last, but this is the character we're gonna be pulling for today, the Queen. I actually liked her design the best out of all of them when I first looked at all the designs, but I will say, I thought about recording the Persona event, but I've never played Persona, so if they have any details or any kind of hidden joke, I'm not gonna get it. So that's why I'm like not sure if I should record the Persona event. Hear me out, Miwi in a bunny outfit. I have that already. I've got that already. Oh, I guess not really an announcement I planned on making, but I guess I can share this with you guys. I am working on a secret project behind the scenes. It's not so secret because I'm about to tell you, but I thought that it'd be nice to share with you of like what I've been working on in the background. This is kind of like a long-term project, so I'm not sure if it'll be happening anytime soon, but I've been thinking and putting things together for it. So let me see if I can find it here. Download this. Yeah! I've been drawing my own L2D for a little while here. This is gonna be a sneak peek into my new model. This is for Sunny, my Sunny form. I'm really excited. I wanted to do something Nikke-ish themed. So I do have inspiration based on some of the Nikke girls you'll kind of see in the future. It's not super obvious, but just bits and pieces there because I'm super inspired by Nikke. I'm really excited. I'm drawing everything by hand, so I'm learning a lot about how to make live 2D models right now. It might be a little janky, but I'm really proud of what I have so far. I've gotten a lot farther than this too, but I'm just sharing a sneak preview of this so far. Your tuber avatar is Sun and Moon? No. So my tuber avatar, I have 4 technically, but I've only had 3 rigged. I have this one, which is Stormy. I have my Sunny form, and then the last I have is my Rainy form. So I have 3. The 4th one was supposed to be Snowy, but I hid that one away because it costs a lot of money to rig, and I was already sure that I wasn't gonna keep these for long term. I wanted to make things more personal, so I knew that I would want to draw my live 2D eventually. So that was kind of, I guess, the secret announcement that I wasn't intending on saying, but I'm too excited to not share because I've been working really hard at it. Yeah. So those are all the things happening right now. For now, though, I figure the first thing that would be really fun for us is to go ahead and do the costume gacha, which is my favorite form. Oh, that's so hard. Rainy has a special place in my heart because if you didn't know, my first ever form was Rainy. That was before I even had any other weather form. But I think of the forms that I have currently, maybe Stormy is the one that I like using the most. This one. There's nothing exciting about the first few pulls with the costume gacha because they're free or they're all like blue or purple. It's when they start adding the chance at the gold that I get excited. Although if they give me the recruit tickets, I'm not gonna say no. I've already, there's nothing. No, there's a little bit of excitement, but at the same time, I already caved and bought all the tickets just in case I don't get it early. So if I get it early, that's fine. This is fine. Just sitting in the kitchen on fire. This is fine. Let's go. My favorite's the yellow one. Oh, Sunny. Sunny. She's very bright and cheery. I think she works really well for Nikke. I can't even get purple! I'm surprised there wasn't a piss joke in that one. Come on! I want to get to the yellows! Is that surprising? Probably not. I want to get to the golds! But if my luck is like this at the beginning, sometimes I get lucky and get the purples early. And that's how you know, like, maybe my luck is, somewhat good. This is it! This is it! Gold, please! No! Still blue? Okay. I haven't even gotten any of the tickets yet. Come on. I need the gold early. I know people who've gotten the gold on the first try. Like, once the gold first appears. It's all only blues so far. And it's all the lower levels of blues, too. The only blue that I haven't gotten is this core box. That's the only one. I haven't pulled any of the tickets until just now, and it was the lowest amount. I bless you with gold, thank you. Right here, right now, since you blessed me. It has to happen, otherwise I feel like I've been cursed. It's on you, Lies! Okay, maybe I'm half cursed, half blessed. Oh, maybe it's good! Special recruit tickets is great for the next pull. Okay. But we still have a gold on the board, and I still need to grab that. Are they each equally probable? No. Gold is like, I think it's a small percentage. I know SSRs in this game are probably like 1 to 2%. How is the SSR? Oh, I can actually just see the skin here. I don't know the exact probability. Oh, here it is. So 8%. And then this is gonna be 91%. I'm sure it was smaller when we had it at the start, but we've pretty much gone through everything except for this purple. So now it's an 8% chance, which is pretty good. There's way less in other gachas. Ah, fuck! Ah, this is why you buy all the tickets. I've only ever had it when it was one before the last one. I think that was my luckiest moment. What do you think we're gonna get, guys? Fuck this wheel. Jan hates me. This wheel acts like it's not. What pisses me off about the last one is it acts like there is a chance at anything else. Yippee! Wait, do you want to see the lobby screen? Apply to the lobby. Let's make it. I'm gonna make it the. I love Rima though. I'm gonna make it Flora's. Replace that one for now. Let's go see. Congrats, I got a gold eventually, didn't I? Oh! And her voice is nice. Oh, this looks so good. Dang, her physics though. Okay, I also saved my papers, please, and I also saved a purple mold. So, purple mold first. 3, 2, I can't roll my R's, so this is as good as it gets. Oh man. My luck today hasn't been very good, guys. But surely you guys are my good luck, and it's gonna happen at the last one, which is my special recruits, right? Delta Ninja, right here! Oh man, but it's Sakura. Sakura is nice. Sakura is actually part of my inspo for Miri, for my new Miri. Oh man. It's this close. I guess, like, when you consider how many Nikkes there are, getting a one specific Nikke is gonna be even less. Like, factoring in the 1 or 2% that it takes to get a SSR, and then on top of that, whatever percent, I think there's like 200 Nikke, so it's like 1 out of 200 that you could get for the one that you want. Considering all that, I still think I should have gotten it. All right. Should I save the special recruit pulls? I'll save the special recruit pulls for at the end because I think it's super exciting. But let's do all the other pulls right now. So social. Social's on my... I feel like out of all of these, socials are where I get my SSR. I say as I get a blue. I don't think the blues are bad. I'm really curious because the SRs I'm surprised have a burst animation. Because SRs I think are, you know, they're not exciting as an SSR of course, but I'm surprised that these have a specific animation, even if they're simpler. Some of the SSRs don't even have a good, like, crazy animation to them. A lot of the recent ones do. Wait! Nope. I'm waiting to hear, like, a... That's what I need, but as an SSR! Delta! I'm waiting for the sound whenever I hit the purple, because there's a slight, like, trill noise that you can hear when it's actually an SSR. But since we have 27 tickets, this is where we're gonna get our first SSR, clearly. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Gold. Ah! It's like half and half. Okay. It's always the last pull, so it's gonna be during the 7th, but it's... I'm not gonna complain if it's this 10. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Ba... Oh! It actually happened! I didn't think it would actually happen. Let's go! Hit it! Elysian! I need Elysian for Delta. Elysian. It's the first one! Elysian! No, wait! It's Pilgrim! That's still good! Who is it? Oh, it's Nayuta! Yippee! She looks so good! I'm so happy. This works just fine for me. She even has like the Full Metal Alchemist chainmail. I forget what it's called. There we go. I still have another pull too. I have 7 pulls left. Let's go. So we still have time to get one more. It's always the last one too, so. That's fine. 2. I wonder if I could make a full stream just based in pulls. I could just do this for like an hour if I saved up enough pulls. 3, 2, 1. Nope. How many do I have left? I think 3. I still gotta do the Nikke collab and Stellar. I never played the Stellar Blade side of the Nikke Stellar collab. Stellar, I hear, is really good. I know they just came out with a newer one too. It looks visually really interesting. It just doesn't seem like the type of game that I normally play, but it's something I would be interested in dabbling in. I hear how good it is because one of my friends plays it religiously. I would tell you I knew stuff about the game, but since I don't know anything about the game, it's that same feeling of I'm happy for you, but my eyes are glazing over. I'm so sorry. I don't understand anything you're saying. Do you know Danny Sexbang? As in from Ninja Sex Party. Actual names, by the way. If you know Danny Sexbang from Ninja Sex Parties, they had a song called I Don't Know What We're Talking About, and I haven't for a while. That's how I feel. I don't know what we're talking about, and I haven't for a while. That's it. From what now? Ninja Sex Party! Yeah! They make some of my favorite goofy songs. Alright. That was all of our pulls. So now we go to the record repository. The archive. You know, that song, I don't know a lot of people who know like a lot of the Ninja Sex Party songs. Okay, main story. We never finished past the Red Eye event, so we're gonna go to Return the Ark. Why is the thumbnail so sus? Listen, that is a... Well, I can't say it's a child. She's like 60-something. This is like the whole tsundere lolly like vampire thing, but it's Syuen. I wouldn't say I would be happy with anything related to her. I got to see them live years ago. You did? Oh my gosh, sounds like it would be really fun. I feel like anyone would like any kind of party or any kind of like concert with Ninja Sex Party is a banger. A sex banger. Was it Danny's sex banger? Yeah. Okay. We're jumping right into it. We're returning to the Ark.
Shifty. マリアンに一体何があったの？マリアンに埋め込まれた侵食コードはナビゲーションだったと思われます。
You took your dad with you? Wait, how did he feel about it? Corruption code implanted into Marion's brain must be acting as a navigator. For raptures? Is she like a GPS basically then for them? I know she sent out the code like Kokodes is over here. Yeah. She's like a fly trap, the honey trap. Is that the correct word? That's probably not quite right. Hi Tabby! Welcome in, welcome! Hello. I hope you've been doing well. Yeah. We're jumping into this. Well, we're on chapter 1.5 right now, since I didn't finish. But we're gonna go to chapter 2 today. He had a good time with the concert, especially the cover songs they did. Man, the only concert I've been to is Gorillaz, but I really would love to go to more. I feel like it would be really fun to go with friends. Honestly, if I was drunk at a Ninja Sex Party concert, that would be the time of my life. Wait, that's true. What did she say? That way they're having their food delivered straight to their doorstep. She's Ubering! She's acting like they're Uber. Oh my gosh, she's food delivery. It's not food, it's DiGiorno or something. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno, except it's DiGiorno, not delivery. No, it's delivery, not DiGiorno. That's correct! Process of elimination. Even anime girls order Uber. I order Uber. I feel like everybody knows this. Oh my gosh, I do want to share this too, because speaking of Uber, my friend had won a contest with Nikke. They had a raffle, and the raffle was because of Snow White, who eats like a bear. She eats massive amounts of food. And he won the Uber Eats. It was like $40 of Uber Eats. And then I shared with him, no, before that, the reason why he told me that was because I shared that I won something with Nikke. I won a raffle with Nikke back in like February or March, but that was when I stopped using Twitter. I had no idea. I could have gotten acrylic standee with Nikke, and it was like, claim this in 14 days. Looks at the calendar, it's been like 7 months. No, it's been like 6 months? I would have loved if they Ubered my acrylic stand to me. Oops. It was for the better, stay away from Twitter. Yeah, but I missed when my waifu called me. Do you understand? When your waifu calls, you answer that call. Man.
ブラックスミスと遭遇したポイントではそれすら忘れてしまうほど侵食が進んでいた。
Wait, but then, okay, I know a lot of the later part of the story where we find out that Marion becomes a heretic. I forget how heretics specifically work because we already shot Marion in the brain essentially. So I don't know how, if she's been dispatched, she was already corrupted and dispatched, how she came back. This is kind of like what I want to find out going back into the story. Been off of Twitter since last December, feels so much better. I feel that way too. Honestly, being able to disconnect, even social media disconnect, can feel really good. Let's be honest, Miri, if you met your favorite Nikke, you would immediately stutter or call them mommy or something. Listen, I'm not gonna call them mommy, but stuttering is probably gonna happen before anything else. Listen, but the other thing is that I don't have to talk to a Nikke to stutter. You already hear me botching English on the daily. Oh, I love this skin. Or not this skin, this screen. I love this screen a lot. This is the screen that you see when you first load into Nikke, and it's very iconic to me. They only change it out for sometimes like specific collabs, or when there's an update, there's a whole anime sequence. But I really like this kind of standard screen that you get when you first log in. It has the most beautiful operatic sounding music too. Y'all know that one drawing of a little dutiful guy looking up with big eyes? That's Miri. That's me with anybody though. I think when I look at women I respect so hard, that's like my constant state of being. Not even women, just in general people I respect. I'm down on the ground as a tiny bean. That's how I feel.
はい。侵食が始まったのはいつから？
Oh yeah.
それは作戦中に。輸送機を撃墜させたということは、登場するときにすでに侵食状態だったと見るのが妥当ね。
Miri's that one Pepe that falls over crying looking up. I think that I'm the Pepe that's lying in bed in tears. Thinking about the one Nikke that I don't have.
そして輸送機はアークから来た。
That transport ship came. Oh, I see. And I can change this to English if people prefer. I prefer listening in Japanese just because that's my preferred way of reading. But if you like the English stuff, I'll change it over. Oh my gosh, I see what she means though. If she was already on the ship corrupted, then when did she get corrupted? And if she was, it was before she entered the ship, it has to be within the arc. But who corrupted her in the arc? Because raptures aren't in the arc, at least not at this point.
アークの防護壁が破れたのでしょうか？いいえ、防護壁は堅固よ。侵食くらい簡単に排除できる。ラピ、何を言いたいの？
Someone purposely corrupted, maybe.
報告は以上です。
Yes! Excuse me. I hurt my throat on this, but I really like this character arc so much. And just the art, right? I really like this character a lot. Anderson? He's very attractive. Excuse me. I remember showing this picture to a friend and they thought he was a villain. And there's some things that are pretty dastardly and down bad that he's done. Not down bad in a sexy way, but down bad as in that was a scene. But I do love this character a lot. Wait, very interesting.
適当に派遣した新米指揮官がか。それもたった1日。
You can think of him as like your superior. He's not really like at the top, but he is pretty high up there as an official.
冗談が上手くなったな、シュッティ君。
こ 光線データを転送しましょうか。
いや、いい。その必要はない。ただその指揮官に
This is when we first start getting notoriety in the arc. We're kind of like an anomaly. If you haven't read or like gotten far in Nikke, you kind of figure out that you are a hidden anomaly compared to other commanders because other commanders have often failed their missions, even for simple things like transporting goods from one place to another. But when it comes to us, we just took down one of the baddest, biggest raptures, the monsters, that nobody has ever seen, or very rarely do they ever see a commander doing it. So we're already getting picked up, like getting eyed by other people.
15時以降は予定が空くと
Again, not in a sexy
呼んで
way.
くれるか。
Make an appointment for this
はい、
afternoon.
そのように伝えておきます。
よろしく頼む。
他にご用命はございませんか。
あ、作戦に参加したニケも一緒に来るよう伝えてくれ。武装した状態でな。
Armed?
司令部からの呼び出し。
Ensure that they're armed? Have the other Nikkes who took part in the operation come along as well. Usually when you meet people, you don't want to have someone armed when they meet you, right? Feels like that's an awkward, like, not an awkward, but a very weird request. Was that a man? Yeah, it was. That's Anderson. Just with a buddy outfit right now, I would do that, honestly. They gave artists crazy amounts of power. Rappy and Anise, you'll be going with me.
ふーん、これってあれかしら。
あれって
一分隊にも満たない戦力でブラックスミスを倒すなんてすごいな。これからも中央政府の忠実な犬として頑張ってくれたまえ。
I like how sarcastic Anise is in the beginning. I never really read a lot of the beginning, so I hear that she's a little bit in the beginning in certain scenes. But I think a lot of people can relate to this as like, all the bells and whistles, I just want to be me. I just want to do my thing.
確かに異例の戦果では
Compared to Rappy, who's very like
早く行って
straight-laced.
ちゃちゃっと終わらせるんだから。
They asked you to arrive armed.
これは嫌な予感がするわ。
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Isn't it weird to go like ask someone to come with firearms? If I'm meeting someone, I'm not gonna be like, take your gun with you. I just want to see, you know? Corruption.
君たちか。ようこそ。中央政府司令部の副司令官アンダーソンだ。
His voice is so nice too in Japanese.
好きに呼んで構わない。
You know what this reminds me of? A long time ago, I used to listen to voices like these, and they were in a different type of game that I used to play. Do you... You know that you're single and lonely when you download the type of games that I did back then, because they were like... The one that I specifically remember is Sleepy Time Boyfriend, where you would play voices from different quote-unquote anime boyfriends that would talk to you till you slept. I had so many apps that were similar to that, and I just listened to voice actors talk to me as 2D anime boys. And this voice sounds similar to some of those. Mr. Lord Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
それはちょっと。では、アンダーソンということで君たちをここに呼んだ理由なんだが。
Miri played boys love games and nobody was surprised. Nobody gasped. Nobody lifted a finger. Nobody helped me. And this is why I listened to BL games.
まあ、難しくないから気楽に臨んでくれ。
It was a hard childhood out here. A test?
今の状態のままシミュレーションルームに行ってもらう。
Ah, that's right. In the early chapters, they kind of give you tutorials for some of the areas, and I'm pretty sure this is when you went to the simulation room, which is one of the daily kind of tasks that you do.
そこで詳細を聞くように。以上。
そ
No.
の話をしたくてここに
Okay,
呼んだの。
there there's a lot of things that I really want from Nikke that I just haven't had yet. And one of the things, I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted because I get really distracted. There's a lot of characters that haven't been made that shown up in the story. And while I haven't seen this character in the story, this character has been robbed from us time and time again. Let me save this image. Because I see this character every day in the simulation room. Never have I seen her in the story, but every time I ever bring up Nikke for characters that people want to see in Nikke, it is always this character that I hear people talk about. Her name is like, oh shoot, what happened? Her name is, I can't pronounce it. Is it Ink or Ink or Ink? Inking? This character, she is absolutely adorable and beautiful, and I wish we could play her. I'm never able to talk to her outside of the simulation room. But yeah, we were robbed. Yes.
アニス。
何よ、気になることは聞かな
She
きゃ。
looks like Miku. She can sing for me whenever she wants.
君たちに
She could have a
直接会って
broken
みたかった。
voice crack, and I would still listen to her. She could break glass, and I'll just tear out my eardrums and still listen to her.
それだけ
Somehow, some way.
ではまた会おう。
May I ask you a question?
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Anderson looks at his wristwatch for a second.
一つくらいなら答えられそうだ。質問したまえ。
Marion seems to have been corrupted while she was still inside the Ark. Do you know anything about that? Sometimes I think I can't listen to this in real life. I bring Nikke home with me sometimes because you can play it on PC or you can play it on your phone. And when I've played this on my phone, I'm very careful to not have the voice acting on because of sounds like this.
指揮官様、その話をここで？
マリアン。マリアンとは誰だ？うん。一緒に作戦に出たニケか。破壊されたという。残念ながらその質問には答えられないな。我々も事情を調べているところだが。
He's a little colder in the beginning because we haven't really encountered or talked to him much from this point.
一つだけ確実に言えるのは、アークの防護壁は最高だ。絶対に破ることはできない。さて、私は次の会議があるので退席してくれるかな？
He's a little bit prickly and he leaves. He leaves a very stern impression. Stand up.
ああ、君。もし誰かが何らかの意思を持ってニケに侵食を埋め込んだとして、それが君が手も足も出せないほど巨大なものだったとしたら、君はどうするかね？
I'd make them pay. I'd ask them why. I'd ask them why personally. Tell me, what would you do if, let's say, someone corrupted one of your Nikkes maliciously? Say they were so powerful that you wouldn't stand a chance against them. It was for me, like, wondering why they were doing it. Because if you can figure out the purpose of why someone is doing something, then you can figure out what to do with it. That's Joseph Joestar? I fucking love that character. That's like my favorite character in JoJo. Good ear, Lies. Damn. I wasn't expecting it to be JoJo though. Joseph.
それはつまり納得できる理由ならミスも
Old
する
Joseph the same
と
as
いう
young
ことか
Joseph?
ね。ああ、責めているわけではない。どのような答えが返ってくるか気になったものでね。では、皆言ってよろしい。また会おう。
With a click, the doors closed. These
本
young
日諸君の戦
Joseph.
闘
Oh
力
my
テストを行
god.
うイングリッドだ。戦闘力テストはシミュレーションルームで行う。
I also really like Ingrid a lot too. And she is also gorgeous. I don't know how her testicles work, but she is very gorgeous.
指揮官様、一体これ何なの？
作戦から復帰した途端 戦闘力テスト異例のことです。普通は投入
They're
前に行われ
measuring
ますが
I guess they're measuring the tactical skill of the Nikkes to determine how much of the successful operation was the Nikke's part versus what his part is as the one commanding them. That makes a lot more sense why they're asking for them to do the simulation.
しかもあの人エリシオンの CEO よ。
He's kind of an anomaly, so they want to measure him up.
趣味で
ブリーフィング中は静粛に。
They do these faces so well.
諸君には今からシミュレーションルームで模擬戦闘をやってもらう。簡単そうに聞こえるかもしれないが、そう甘くはない。アーク技術の結晶と言われるシミュレーションルームは全てが現実の戦闘と同じく再現されている。戦闘中に発生しうる各種の突発的な状況はもちろん、ラプチャーとの戦闘も完璧に再現されている。諸君はこのシミュレーションルームで各種突発事項や戦闘状況をタクティカルに突破し、タクティカルにテストを完了する。以上。
Yeah, I can say that a lot of Japanese voice actors, especially the more well-known ones, you can tend to see a lot of overlap. That's why I think it's really cool with voice acting, just how versatile someone's voice can be.
質問があります。
質問は受け付けない。訓練に先立って諸君の分隊名を聞こう。分隊名を言え。
Counters.
確認した。ではカウンターズ諸君、諸君のタクティカルな動きを期待している。
Yes. This one was really short. I expected this to be a lot longer. We're on the trial, which is the second to last one of this first chapter. Granted, we did the first half.
ああ疲れた。
作戦終了の報告は完了しました。しばらく待機しろとのことです。
ラピ、これなんだと思う？
テストでしょ。
What do you think
言
this is
葉
all
通り
about?
に
It's a test. This is why I'm saying, when they're saying it's a test, I really feel like it's because they're trying to measure how much of the mission success was their part versus what we did to measure their success.
彼らから見
Like,
れば
see how our
私た
commanding
ちが怪しい結果を出し
affected
た
their
の
results.
は間違いないから。
うまくやってもやらなくても何か言われるわ。指揮官様、何か知らない？
I don't know.
悪いことではないと思います。功を奏したのは確かですから。
とりあえず待機するしかないのかしら。
結果はどうだ？
驚くほどだ。
そうか。
最悪だ。実戦だったら一瞬で全滅しただろうな。
Interesting.
おお、本当に驚くべき結果だな。
So that is it. They're by themselves, their battle capabilities is not really that much. To be able to be destroyed on the field in 3 minutes is crazy. Let alone, like, because of a Tyrant class rapture, we weren't supposed to survive, is basically what they're saying. This is why they're trying to test us.
差がありすぎる。
But that's so true.
実践に
What
強い
Annie said is like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You either do really well and get tested, do really poorly and still get tested. This is like my catch-21 whenever I work in school. Like, do well in school or do poorly in school.
では、
Study
実践を
more.
任
Or
せてみよう
study
じゃな
more
いか。
if you...
仕事はいくらでもある。
study more if you
好きに
fail.
選べ。
Study even more so you don't fail next time, even if you did well this time.
最高に難しいもので。
それなら
Hi, people.
これだな。
Hi. Hi.
発電所の調査？海の近くの都市にあったあれのこと？
Another
この
test.
人数でですか。
それってあんまりよね。あんなに苦労したのに褒められもせず、また
Annie's
苦労
my
させら
star.
れるの？
Hi, welcome back. Welcome, welcome. You made it just in time. I'm really learning a little bit more about Anis and Rappy in the early stages now. This is in
あ
order.
あ、はいはい。偉大なる
We
中
just
央
got
政
started.
府
I'm
の
still
お
in
兄様
chapter
じゃあ
1
りませんか。
technically. We're not started chapter
Anis.
2 just yet because I only missed
ごめん。
I
言
missed
い過
out
ぎた
on the
わ。
latter half after
指揮官
Marion's
は
corruption.
誰が割り当てられますか。
Me.
はい。
やっぱりおかしいわ。なんなの？
We're figuring out that we're a little bit. You probably know this already, but we're figuring out that we're a bit of a mystery in terms of our squad was not supposed to survive. Everybody knew that, but them by themselves is. Them by themselves, they're not supposed to be capable of what they were doing in battle. But because of our leadership, we somehow survived. We did Marion again? No. We did the chapter after Marion. Since I've only played on stream up to that chapter, I'm finishing up chapter 1 and then we're gonna do chapter 2. That is for the trauma. Whatever we see for the rest of the chapters, I'm reliving for the trauma. Because let's be real, this isn't where the trauma ends. We all know. Whoop.
同一の指揮官とニケ
They're
が
sending us for
連
testing
続して
again,
作戦に
though.
割り当てられることはありません。大抵の場合、作戦過程でトラブルが発生
Now
す
we
る
know
ため
that
です。
Rappy was part of the best squad in the arc, so that's part of it. She was, that's true. I don't think we know that at this time just yet. I do remember she was part of Absolute before. Honestly, I forget that she was because her outfit kind of coordinates with that black and red aesthetic too. Maybe just not fully in that black and red aesthetic as Absolute.
トラブルが発生した状態で作戦に投入すると、
But you know what's
チーム
curious
ワ
to
ークに
me?
も大きな影響を及ぼすため、
Red eyes are
一般
supposed to be
的
a
には
sign of
避けられます。
corruption, right? I'm just looking at Rappy for a second here. Yeah, we're fine.
指揮官様がニケを現場で処分したってこともたくさんあったわ。
Stay away from Twitter. I haven't read any of the latest chapters after I haven't even seen. I got spoiled by one thing, and not from the latest chapters. I got spoiled about Dorothy and Legendary Commander meeting again. But I haven't even gotten to that chapter. I haven't read the latest chapters because I wanted to go back and revisit these early chapters, give myself a little more context, and also share this with my audience who wasn't really super familiar with Nikke. But also so that I can relive the trauma.
こういった極端なケースもありますので。
I'm sorry if I get a little distracted because I still sometimes hear my work laptop. You know what's the scariest thing for me that I should make my ringtone is the pings from my work. Like the Teams or Microsoft pings that you hear. That should be my work-related, like, alarm clock. I do get excited though because whenever I look over my phone, I change my work phone background to Prika. So every time I look at my work phone, I have my waifu to make me feel better. I'm thinking of changing it again to another waifu. We'll see what happens.
同じペアで戦うには少なくても3回間隔を空け
My
なけれ
boss
ばなり
can't
ませ
see
んが
it, so
確か
why
に
not make it more
今回は例外ですね。
happier for me?
処分ね。
When I really need an alarm clock, I set the sound to something I really hate so I can't ignore it. See, when I hear the Teams message, I get the flashback of like the mechanical motion of going to check what it is. So I'm always reaching out for my phone. But I know a friend who her message that was there for when she needed to wake up, it was her brother's voice telling her to wake up. It would be quiet first. Wake up. And then it would slowly, gradually get louder. Wake up. Until then it'll get louder. Wake up! She hated her brother's voice so much. She got up on time every day when she had that as her ringtone.
それとなく地上へ送って全員処分するつもりよね。そんなことをする理由がありません。うわ、驚いた。
Hi, Shifty.
なんで急に現れるの？作戦開始。
I'm kind of surprised with how easily Shifty just kind of pops up everywhere. Also, how much Shifty's able to hear without even fully connecting. I'm very curious how Shifty's technology works.
とにかく本当に処分
Wake
する
up,
必要
daybreak,
があ
look
る
at
なら
the...
今ここでできます。
I wake up at the crack of dawn, basically. Around 5:30 or 6 a.m.
ごく
daily.
普通の作戦だということです
Hi, Jared! Hi! Welcome,
ああ
welcome!
とても普通よね。
A mooing alarm telling us good morning, you'd go back to sleep. I know, sure as hell know that much.
命令である以上従います
Can you imagine? Like, an alarm clock of your waifu, and it just goes back like good morning, and you hit snooze just to hear it over and over again. Me with Nikke characters, if I ever set their voice as my ringtone.
本当によろしいですか、指揮官。
I won't shoot you. I won't shoot you. I'm not gonna threaten your life. I believe in you all.
一体私たちの何を見て信じるっていうのかな。じゃあ私たちも指揮官様を信じてみよう。
I didn't know though, because they mentioned earlier that usually you don't have the same commander twice. Let me see, where did it say that? A commander in any given Nikke squad can only cooperate once every 3 missions to avoid these kinds of catastrophes of executing Nikkes on the spot. That's really interesting to me. Executing, I guess because commanders are a little more jittery, they're afraid of the corruption and they'd rather protect themselves. It usually results in infighting. They never assign the same commander to a Nikke squad multiple times in a row, otherwise things tend to go south. It usually results in infighting and the team eventually falls apart. That's why they enforce this rule for so long. Infighting? I'm kind of surprised about that, because I feel like if you're trying to adapt multiple ways to different leadership styles, you're more likely to fail. Mind switches as well. Would you be more prone to mind switches if you had the same commander? I think it depends on your bond with the commander. I feel like if you keep changing your commanders, for me, that would be more psychologically taxing, no? I guess maybe it depends on the type of relationship you have. But then there's other squads like Absolute, which operate under Ingrid, right? They don't have necessarily a commander. I'm very curious how everything with Nikke is just interesting to me because I haven't heard of these little minute instances like being under a different commander. I guess because we ourselves are the commander and we haven't really come across a lot of other commanders in our day-to-day, especially when we interact with other squads. Like I never see Aegis Squad's commander or like Made for You's commander. I just see us commander. Do other commanders even exist in the arc? I see the occasional NPC commander who cowers in a corner sometimes. I think that's the only other commander I ever see, NPC commander.
とりあえずね。
行きましょう、地上へ。
To the surface.
連続
I
で
think we
地
only
上
met
派
3
遣
other
だなん
commanders
て
in side missions, and 2 of them are called Miri and I.
待って、誰かいる？
Very specific, I like it. Can I guess that they died too? Not to be morbid, but you know. Is that their name or is that the name on their body tag? Oh, right, this is the first time we meet Neon, right? Someone's coming. And it
はじめ
wasn't
まして
me.
私はネオンです。
エリシオンのニケ。
I'm so curious how I'll feel about Neon now knowing her present story though. I think the 2 of them die after we help them. What did I say? I never expect a lot of NPCs to last very long unless they're part of like the day-to-day like happy-go-lucky story. A Nikke from Elysium.
今回の調査作戦に合流することになりました。よろしくお願いします。
I'm also curious how long ago this is. Like, she got transformed into a Nikke. How long of that before she joined Counters? She used to piss me off so much because she was so dumb. Now I love her because she's so dumb. See, that's how I feel. I hated her because she was so annoying to me. But now it's like, okay, fine. I will say she's still not my favorite character because of like, it's still a lot to me. But it's more understandably a lot compared to before. Man, seeing individual Nikke events where you really get to know a character really changes how you feel about them. Her VA wasn't in the 2 latest chapters because she's pregnant. Oh my gosh! Congratulations to the Nikke VA! 60 years old. She's the same age as Syuen? I'm just gonna assume every character, unless they are a small child, is a hag, except for the fact that sometimes the small children, I don't know if they're on Evergreen, so maybe they're hags too. I don't know. Everybody, the baby next door could be a hag too. Hell if I know. He could be bottle sucking Evergreen. Oh, he's so cute. He has Evergreen. The evergreen eyes that you have.
シフティ、何か聞いてる？
たった今人事異動が発令されました。
指揮官、何か聞いていませんか？
No, I didn't.
これは怪しいね。急に増員だなんて。
Ah, so this is the moment that we do get Neon.
正体は何なの？
Leader's so funny because we know she's the same age as Anise and Neon and is younger than Rappy, but is constantly getting ready for death. Chill out. I need to read more into Leader too, because I hear that she acts like an old person. I remember joking with, I can't remember if I was being joked with or if I was joking with someone, but it was about how since you can put any brain inside of a Nikke, granted female, does Leader just have an old lady in her head? They just grabbed the nearest grandma, kicking it to her death, and they just threw it inside a Nikke body? And that Leader just existed? Young whippersnappers.
私はスパイだと思います。イングリッドさん、社長の命令はこうでした。
Trina was an old lady and they explicitly say so? Really? I'm trying to think if her... She got turned real young and youthful, but her tibbies being still touching her knees. Do your jitsang low, can you tie it in a bow? Oops.
全力で手伝って
She had a full family before the first invasion, which the arc got old, then turned into a Nikke at like 50. She looks good for 50 considering the people around her are like 60.
これってスパイですよね。そうだとは思うけど。私ずっとスパイとか
Maybe
やっ
thoughts
て
are
みたかっ
wild?
たん
What
ですよ。
wait, why?
よろしくお願いします。
I feel like they're not that wild compared to other people. Me too.
これ大丈夫なのかな。さあ。
This is when we find out that Neon's kind of a little kooky in the head, but we don't know how serious she is. Is it ever... Because I did read her event, but as a spy, is she... We still don't know too much about her as a spy, right? Because that's basically just what Ingrid told her, I guess. She's a spy for Ingrid. I don't get it. Nikke Trina's 150? If 60 is hag, 150 must be like ancient fossil! That's crazy! Can you believe that brain is 150 years old? How do they keep it? They must be injecting her brain with evergreen. It's in her Nikke, like, cerebrum. Cerebellum. There's a word for this. There's like a pool, like, you know how there's brain juices? Her brain juice is just evergreen juice. It's like the juice cleanse, but instead of cleansing, it's just fueling. They never bring it up, but if you pay attention, Ingrid knows something she shouldn't know, so she's definitely actually reporting to her. Huh? That's pretty interesting because Neon at this point just seems like an airhead that I don't know how much she trusts of Neon's reports, but that's... I wonder what she actually talks to Ingrid about. Like, what her reports entail. Please.
連続で地上派遣だなんて全く悲しいよね。
待って、誰かいる？
Please don't tell me this is Syuen.
はじめまして。
Wait, didn't I read
私は
this?
ネオンです。
Yeah. Okay, now we're getting into Syuen stuff.
ここが地上。初めてなの？はい。こんなに広くて空がパチパチしないなんて、こんなの本当に初めて見ました。
Boys! Excuse
空
me.
気の成分は同じなのに微妙に何か違います。それも今だけだよ。地上で1時間以内にラプチャーと遭遇する確率は 100%。 干渉に浸ってぼーっとしてたらビームに頭をぶっ飛ばされるわよ。
But being able to see the surface for the first time must mean something to them. Because even when I think of the Terminus ticket event, the grandmother was like, the older lady was dying to see the surface. Pun not intended. But she was really hoping to see the surface, and every time they describe the surface, it's like the best thing ever to people. Minus the raptures, but otherwise, everybody's always so awestruck at how the surface is like until they fight raptures.
はい。
But I can only imagine what it's like being underground for years and then never ever, some people never ever seeing the surface. This would be like a completely new
作戦
thing
の
for
最終
them.
目標は発電所にある制御室の調査です。作戦地域を
Power
スキャンし
station.
ます。
I can't remember what happens at the power station. Is this when we see Chatterbox for the first time, I think? Maybe?
21.48%。
Hi, baby.
エブラ粒子の濃度 2.01%。 スキャン完了。目的地の発電所まで続く道をスキャンした結果、無人浮上式鉄道の線路に沿って移動する必要があります。ただ線路全体に高圧の電流が流れています。ニケならダメージを受けても問題ありませんが、
My
問題
dog
は
is begging for attention. This is my vault. I can handle it. Let's go.
何が大丈夫なの？死ぬよ。
高圧電流の原因は
ヒストリー検索中。5年前都市封鎖を進めていた際にラプチャーが
Chatterbox was so threatening, and then he got revived, and everything was downhill for him. How is coming back from the dead the worst thing to ever happen to you? I was gonna say we just had an event about it. To be fair, it's not Maxwell, right? It's not Maxwell, according to her.
意図的に流したそうです。
But I think it's really funny to see Chatterbox be the big bad, because I remember hearing about Chatterbox for the first time and how impending he was. But then as soon as he comes back, every time he comes back, he just turns into a smaller chihuahua. He went from being this big, what do you call it, like a cane corso, to being next time like a golden retriever, to then being downgraded to a chihuahua. I don't even think there's like, he gets joked around with by even the Nikkes, right? By like counters and things like that. That's such a huge downgrade. That's crazy.
完成度の高い線路でして
He got power scaled so hard.
に供給されます。都市の内部に残っていた人間は
There are no humans in
建
the
物に
city.
は入らない方がいいわ。何がいるかわからないし。
ではまず線路の電流を遮断しよう。外部からコントロールする方法はない？
はい、あります。制御センターをマップ上にチェックしておきます。
指揮官、準備完了です。
Let's go.
ラジャ
There's no need for slurs. He's so polite. Yeah. He's basically Captain America. Do not use when alone.
お、ラピ
指揮官、私の後ろへ。
Oh, what
シ
is
フテ
it?
ィ、バックアップを。
ー、私何か失礼なことでも言いましたか？ラプチャーが出たんじゃ。違います。ねえネオン、地上に出たニケには暗黙のルールがあるの。あ、単独では使用禁止よ。わかった？そうですね。
She's so
これ
arrogant.
は大丈夫
Fuck,
ですよ
man.
ね。それは大丈夫。
それで何があったの？
私いいこと思いついたんです。線路に流れる高圧電流が問題ならゴムの長靴を履けばいいのでは。
Nobody can say shit about this. No, but I was watching a video kind of about this. I was watching, there's this guy who makes random videos on YouTube, and he just did Mario Odyssey, but with Odysseus from the Odyssey, and how he can survive through the whole map, or the whole game, using just his wits and what he's naturally capable of. And he used... he killed one of the rabbit people, used his skin, fur, or belt or something like that from his dead body, and walked across, tight-roped across a electrical line to get to the other side. Like, for meters, he walked across this current. And I think that's so crazy because Neon's basically saying he can do that too. Nobody believes this shit.
悪くないな。
And you know what's worse about this? This is the shit that I would say about this.
悪いですよ。こんな高圧電流が流れる場所は人間が近づくだけで。とにかくダメです。もっと詳しく説明しないの？
I'm the type of person who likes to come up with ideas. Like, I'm a fixer type of personality. Just get more rubber, Farhead. I'm the type of person who likes to come up with ideas and hopefully say something that'll give someone else an idea that actually is practical. But I come up with all the stupid ideas first to get those out of the way. I'm clearly helping this way, right? So it pisses me off that the characters that piss you off the most are the characters that you relate to the most, I feel like, in these shows or in these, games. And I fucking can't with Neon. Because this is the stupid shit that I would say. No way Jose sounds like a fan. Nah. You must really like Taupe then. I know she's a survivalist, but didn't she have a thing where she could drink someone's pee to survive or something like that? I'm good on that. I'm good on that one. I already know that if there was a survival scenario, I'm already dead. I'll be the first one dead. I'm already also if I was in a horror game, I'm POC, I'd be dead first. Play Bear Grylls? I can't remember.
指揮官、コネクティングデバイスを。
What is that?
地上にあるいろいろな機械をオペレーターが遠隔操作するために必要な機械です。携帯に
Shifty has so many interesting gadgets. I don't think Tove ever said that. It was I can't remember what it was. I can't remember if it was a treasure item story or if it was her Bond story or something like that. But she was reviewing different survival scenarios over and over again. And I swear there was something with pee. Can she even pee? I mean, they never said it had to be her pee, right? They eat food. Surely that comes digested somehow. Unless it just gets melted in their Nikke blood. Oh! You're so right! I didn't notice that! Shifty is the mascot because she's Shifty from Shift. Why didn't I notice that? Damn! I've been playing for months! That's really crazy. Wait, I like that though. So when can Shifty be playable? I missed all the April Fool's events where Shifty, except no, I played this last Shifty event. But I missed the Shifty event before that, the April Fool's event, last year's, I think. You pull out the protruding part of your phone and a line about 1 meter long appears. Exclamation point, exclamation point.
はい、それです。それをコントロールしたい機械のポートへ差し込んでく
We're
ださい。
hacking into the machine. Port?
指揮官、ここです。
Koko desu. Stop, don't say that. I'm scarred. You should know better than to say that, Rappy.
士官学校を卒業したって嘘じゃないわよね。
Soon after.
遮断完了。これで線路から都市内部への侵入が可能です。
Are you gonna play the Persona collab? I will, but I probably won't stream it. I don't even know if I'll record it, because to be fair, I've never played Persona, so I don't think I'd even get a lot of the jokes or why they'd be there. With a purple plushie, she can barely outdamage Snow White without a plushie, and Mokoto on type advantage. That's crazy. I need to read it just for myself to see if it's something interesting, but it doesn't bode well if everybody said it's comically bad. I think Makoto, she's queen, right? She's the one that I was hoping to pull for out of the ones that they have available. I liked her design the most, I think. No, I liked the blonde character. Aegis, I think is her name. I liked the blonde character the most, but it was Aegis, then Makoto, and then the third girl who Amy? I can't remember the last girl's name. But I had a preference between them. It's all still kind of just okay for me. As someone who doesn't know Persona very well.
行きましょう。
ゴムの長靴は本当にいらないですか？
Yukiko. Oh, Yukiko! Thank you, Juzo! Yeah, that's the only thing that I recall. I haven't really played or seen Persona, so it feels like I'd be really bored reading. Not bored, but I find myself that uninterested if I don't know the subject matter. Like, Stellar Blade was cool and all, but I didn't understand, or not that I didn't understand, but I didn't find it as captivating for me because I wasn't someone who understood Stellar Blade. I never played it. I like stuff that I know of or have at least played or watched someone play. Like, the Resident Evil collab was okay for me. The only one I really wanted was Aegis, and now she's unrunnable. Oh no! I still have to do my polls. Because you know that I'm a completionist, so even though I'm probably not going to play them ever again, I still need to have them. Especially since they're limited edition. Persona makes you live out a full year day by day doing menial tasks and studying. If that sounds interesting, you should play it. If that sounds like hell, it would be. It depends, you know. Sometimes I'm not about just having action oriented all the time. I like some games where it's just kind of like chilling. It's not like something's happening all the time. It depends on what kind of flavor I'm looking for, right? It's the same thing as like, I really like dulce de leche. I love chocolate. I love caramel. I love like a bunch of pistachio. But sometimes a good vanilla is okay, even though it's the more boring choice, so to speak, right? Sometimes you just want vanilla. And I'm okay with boring sometimes because of that. If you've never played like a boring-ish game, then it's hard to appreciate some of the more exciting games, I think. I like a bunch of weird games though too. I mean, my favorite game that I've ever played is Binding of Isaac, where there's literal shit and a uterus inside. So I might not be the best measure for fun, like for certain games.
さっきから気になってるんだけど、ネオ。
I have like over 1,000 hours in Binding of Isaac. I think Nikke is the only one that rivals that game for me in terms of play hours.
火力は高ければ高いほどいいですからね。
Clip that. The bigger, the better. That's what I say. Excuse me, I'm a child.
よく聞いてください、アニス。
I skipped all the past collabs because I haven't seen or played them until now. I think that's fine though, because past collabs, there's only a few that are canon, right? I know that the Nier and the Resident Evil events were canon to the story. Binding of Isaac is great with how much content it has, and when you get done, you can download mods. Yeah, I've never gotten Platinum God or Dead God, or like, I really want to complete a full file, but I haven't gotten there. It's really fun though. No matter what run you've played, it's very unlikely that you'll ever play the same run. Ever. Only Stellar Blade is canon, Shift Up said so. But if it's not canon, like, isn't there... The reason why I say Resident Evil or some of the other ones are canon is because they show up in the timeline, right? They have a story timeline for all the... not collabs, all the story events, including like the regular events, the main story, but they have the Resident Evil collab there, if I recall, right? So isn't that recognized as at least partially canon? Am I confused? They say some canon things like orphanages exist, but Soda never met Chisato, for example. Aha, okay, I see. I don't think the Lyco Rico event was declared canon, but I can see... I guess I would have to go back and read it all over again. Sugar? Oh, sugar. I see.
この世は火力が全てです。火力だけが私たちを守ってくれるんですよ。多少バランスが不安定になっても火力には価値があります。そっか。さあみんな、私の言葉を復唱してください。
I'm sniffling. I'm feeling a little
火力最高。嫌だ。
See, this is the first taste that I had that I was like not interested in Neon. And I think this is part of the reason why I never fully invested myself in the story. Neon honestly was one of the reasons that I think I stepped away from the story just so that I could get crystals. I feel like I tried to read some of the earlier stories and skipped it. I skipped definitely Marian's story in the beginning, which is kind of sad. I just tried to get as many crystals as possible. Oops. It was after firepower into the power station.
発電所の位置を確保。侵入可能です。50機以上のラプチャーがいるところに入ることを侵入と呼べるならそうね。普通は自殺行為っていうのよ、それ。
Is the power station still in operation?
はい。理由はわかりませんが、少し前から稼働を始めたそうです。
Is anyone in there?
公的には地上に残った人間の数はゼロです。
Well, yeah, if they knew they got closed off from the rest of the world. They were
し
left
かし
there.
物事に例外はつきものです。この怪現象を調査するために何度も試みましたが成果はありませんでした。あ、ちなみに結構大規模でやってもダメだったわ。ワンサかいるラプチャーにみんなやられたの。
Damn.
生存者という可能性を除いてもあの発電所には大きな意味があります。
Early world building where they didn't know stuff. I know. Now that I know some of the later chapter things, the latest chapters, not even the latest chapters, but seeing some of the later chapters and going back, everything contextually is a little different or a lot different than how I would see it the first time walking through. It's really fun to see what you know now and reading back on it.
あの程度の規模ならアーク内の全ての施設を2ヶ月は稼働させられますから。
つまりこの作戦の重要度は非常に高いと言えます。
Because we are
3人
scrounging
に
for
任せるくらい
resources.
すごく重要な作戦だってことね。
アニス、
何？
I like how it's like practical but also kind of not sarcastic, but it is biting. It's not important enough to send more than just 3 people. Anis.
作戦拒否。
それは違うけど。
ではそんな無意味な説明はしない方がいい。
Damn, she said sit the fuck down.
どうやって侵入しましょうか。
But in reality, a lot of us would be Anis in this situation. Like, why did they just send 3 people? If this mission is just that important, then they would send an army, wouldn't they?
発電所を掌握しているラプチャーを全滅させ侵入すればいい。
ああ、なるほど。
あ、
行きましょう。私の火力をお見せする時が来ましたね。
I think that's really funny that she says stuff about firepower and how strong she's doing and all this other stuff. And all they boiled it down to, let's do this. Oh yeah, it could sustain the arc for 2 months and now we know we had infinite energy. Yup. For why did they send us here? Just to suffer. They would be doing this though. The thing that I believe though with this is even if they have the infinite energy, I still believe they would do stuff like this to take measure of a squad's competence. So even if they go up and die, it's like, well, and there they go. Hi, Project Miyashi! Which chapter are you at now in the campaign? Technically, this is chapter 2 right now, but I've read up to maybe 40, 42, 41. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly where I left off, but it's definitely before Doban and before Dorothy and Anderson meet. I know that much. I got spoiled on Dorothy and Anderson, and that's as far as I've gotten.
ではご命令を調査を進めますか
But right now I'm trying to relive some of the early chapters to get a grasp on some of the later story, to also like know where everything started. It always seemed nonsensical how they sacrifice people just because, and now we know the arc has 5 times the normal birth rate and contraception is... Why do they do this? I actually didn't even know that they banned contraception when it's crazy that they can't even afford to save like a crop of like, what was it? I remember reading in Anis's backstory that they didn't have enough resources to feed cows and have a herd, but they decide to have more people. Ouch for the spoilers, I know. See, I understand that sometimes spoilers can't be helped, so I'm kind of like, you know, if it happens, it happens. I just like to try to enjoy as much of it that I can, and I think that's okay. I know that the reason why people spoil isn't just to dampen people's parade, but because they're so excited about it that I can't feel totally mad about it. I'll be mad, but I won't be totally mad about it. I totally understand. You have to feed the Orbinal. I guess. But if they can, I feel like they could spare a few of their resources for some renewable source of food.
ああ、わかったわ。行けばいいんでしょ。行けば。じゃあみんな装填を確認してから突進しましょう。3人だからすぐ死んで終わっちゃうからね。
Anis.
私たち弾よけくらいはするから後ろに隠れてて。
She's
脳だけは
so
ちゃんと回収
sarcastic.
してね。
I can see why people like her in the beginning because she's very different from the others who are like Rappy, who's like, let's go do the mission, very straight. What do you call it? Very like stern, very per the course. Neon, who's just kind of more like the comedic relief. And then there's Anis, who is pretty much like the every person gal. That's like what we would think of if we were her in the
父へ
situation.
追いやるよりは全然簡単よね。
アニス
何？この状況で下せる適切な判断なのよ。
Anis is getting mommed. Do you do by release order? I'm doing right now by release order, since I was told like that's probably the best way to enjoy as intended the story. But I will say I've already read the New Year New Sword event and the No Caller ID event. Those are the only two that I've really read ahead of time, not in the order that I'm supposed to, or not supposed to, but not in release order.
どうぞお好きに。
下克上は即決処分よ
Oof.
ラッピー、なんでそんなこと言うの？
They're
落ち着け
also
ってこと
oof. They're all so different from each other. Also, red, blue, yellow.
落ち着くも何も。私たちが無駄死にになるようなものよね。
Release order is the best. I figured by, like, I thought that reading everything in order, in terms of like where it is chronologically, was gonna be good. But then hearing how it is actually like best in release order, it makes sense because that's how Shift Up is presenting the story. Which is why, like, even though I've had friends tell me like play the way you want and stuff like that, I think this is probably the best way to go about it. So I totally agree.
私たちはまだ指揮官の作戦を聞いていない状況は絶望的です実際方法
Wait
は
till
な
they
いと
see
言って
the
も過
rock
言
and
では
hard
ない
place
で
they
しょ
get in later chapters.
もしかして何か
It's
作戦が
funny seeing what the serious problems were in these chapters and what they become in later chapters. I really like how it's like it ramps up in trauma. I love Rappy's outfit. I do too. I really didn't realize how it mirrors a little bit of the Absolute design too, since she was part of the Absolute squad.
潜入
Sneak in.
ルートなら一つだけあります。
Serious problems like sudden unconsensual fuck. I mean, to be fair, that was pretty serious. It's intended and but by design and storytelling. Yeah. I will say one of the things that really got me to stay with Nikke is the story. I came initially for the gacha, I stayed for the story. And the hot women, I'll just say that that's wrapped up all in one. I'm not gonna disregard the fan service part. But the storytelling is so captivating that I think if it was just the hot women part, I'll enjoy everything. But I haven't enjoyed it so much to stay as long as I have without the story. The story is so good. Show us the way.
はい、わかりました。
It's like the best of all worlds. I really feel like Nikke has the best of everything for me. Great story, hot women, also great music, fun mini games. They have like daily tasks that aren't too much out of the way for me, so it's easier to like bite-size it. And the quality of life updates that they've been adding are really nice as someone who is a later player compared to some of the stuff I heard in the earlier plays. Like the simulation room. I kind of came around the time that they updated the quality of life for the simulation rooms. I played a little bit of the old way to do it. I really like everything that Shift Up does to make the game more interesting and more interactive too. I just like Nikke for everything. The community is great. I really don't see a lot of drama personally, maybe because I'm not on Twitter. Everyone I talk to is so eager to talk about Nikke together and really come up with theories and talk about which Nikkes they like and stuff like that. I think it's so cute. I really enjoy all of it.
ここどこなの？発電所の内部とつながっている排水路です。ああ、まさかここを這いつくばって。
We're going through the sewers? Is that what we're... Drain pipe. Yes, we sneak in here.
塞がってますけど。建物の一部が倒壊し入り口を塞いでしまったようです。ちょっと待ってください。他のルートを探してみます。突き進めばいいんじゃない？でも瓦礫が多すぎます。
Let's dig our way through anyway.
でもどうやって？
Gunnar content can only go so far, and there's many of them, but storytelling is very unique and well planned and written. And I heard, I don't know who said it, maybe it was you, Anis my star, but I remember someone said there's like 20 years worth of content. At minimum, I've heard 10 years, but 20 years I've heard as at max for at least right now. That's a lot of content, and we only just got out of the prologue just a little bit ago. That's crazy, and it's been 3 years-ish? I'm so excited to hear what kind of story they have for all these years. I'm excited to see what characters they're gonna make playable next. I really want to see Eternity or Endless turn into a Nikke that's playable. But I know a lot of people are looking for other characters also, like Pinocchio. I'm so excited to see who they make playable next. What else? Firepower. If I was to guess, I feel like Pinocchio would be a natural choice for who comes next, because I can't think of anybody else. But Ink, I wish I wish she would become playable. I've been hoping for that since I started playing. She was so cute. She is so cute, rather.
大丈夫かな？爆音すると思うけど。
爆発。
周辺でラプチャーの反応はありません。安全です。
では始めます。
ちょっと待ってください。
Oh, Cielo and Sky, that's right. I forgot about the Wings of Victory. Oh, they did? Hammer and Jill? Oh my gosh, and they're still Fragile. I forgot about Fragile too. Hammering, I'm surprised isn't a Nikke yet, like a playable Nikke yet. I keep forgetting about some of the other Nikkes that are here. And to be honest, I'm still wondering about the new Drake, when she's gonna be made playable, since they already made Maxwell and Lapras. I was so curious why they didn't do... I get that you should only have like maybe bite size here and there. Having like 3 in a single might be a little much, but it just makes sense as a whole squad.
ここは私に任せてもらえませんか。はいや、みんなでやればもっと早く。やらせてください。マジ？
Soon after.
瓦礫の消滅を確認。
What?
排水路への侵入が
How?
可能です。火力だけはピカイチだね。
Also, not what she said. That was amazing. 帰るよく。
指揮官、私分かったんです。相手が何であれ、火力があれば解決できないことはない。
God damn it,
答え
firepower.
は火力。火力が全てです。本当にありがとうございます。少し迷いがあったんですが、背中を押してもらった感じです。
The reason for her Kairyoku, her firepower, we exacerbated this at this moment. At this moment, we doomed ourselves to firepower. You know Japanese? Only a little bit. Only a little bit. I've actually been studying Japanese for a little while now, and I'm trying to practice radicals at the moment. There's an app that you guys should try if you are wanting to learn Japanese for at least words. Wanikami is what I'm trying right now. It's daily. And then I'm also just studying the katakana and hiragana charts. I know almost all the hiraganas by heart now, but the katakanas are a little hard for me. But super fun. I really enjoy just trying to learn a new language because I feel like as I get older, it's hard to grasp onto things. I'm not a sponge like I used to be. I'm like, you know that image of SpongeBob from the movie where he's on like a desk getting dried out? I feel like that now that I'm getting older. So I'm trying to suck up as much as I can. I was gonna say platonically, but that's not what I mean.
火力の道を進む者として極意と向き合えた気がします。そんな道あったのね。
I'm just saying this is our fault for setting her on this firepower path.
改めてよろしくお願いします、師匠。
Keep it up.
はい、師匠。
勝手に呼び方を変えるな。
Dark, damp, and stinky. What does that remind me of?
すごい匂いですね。
Human centipede? I like Anisa's face here.
人も住んでないのにこんな匂いがするのね、ここは。
Rappy is so lucky to be on the front.
排水路だからね。いろいろ溜まっていたんでしょう。
一言言わせてもらってもいいでしょうか。
何？
吐きそうです。
嗅覚センサーをオフにすることを勧める。
それを切ってしまうとなんというか、人間からあまりにも遠ざかるみたいでちょっと変なこと言うね。心だけは乙女ですから。私は乙女を諦めるわ。切っちゃおっと。
指揮官、大丈夫ですか？
Damn, that looks good. I'm just peachy. This place reeks. I'm just peachy.
人のお尻のすぐ後ろでそんなこと言わないでよね。
Watch what you say when you're behind me. You're in my line of fire if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm still just peachy.
でも意外ですね。排水路からの潜入なんて。普通指揮官はニケイコール兵器という認識ですし、火力で吹き飛ばす方を好みますから。
I mean, it makes more sense to do it this way if it's safer. People just don't want to waddle through drain pipes, I guess.
好みとかじゃな
It's
くて、
technically safer to
そ
do
れ以
it
外
this
には
way.
頭が回らないって
Thank
こ
you
と
for
じ
the
ゃ
app.
な
I
い？
bought 2 hardcover books about it and still can't decipher moon runes. I think that makes sense though. It's really hard to do it in any specific way. I like to do it by either games or having like something in the background. Something that's interesting about it is I've heard that it's best to study in a specific way. Whatever way you commit to it, because when you break up a bunch of different ways to learn, it's hard to learn because you're not like, it's like absorbing different kinds of information from multiple different places, so it's hard to kind of commit to. I really like just the way that I've been trying to learn, other than wanikami that I use for trying to learn words, the way that I've been learning is reading light novels. I actually have a Nikke light novel. I wish I had a picture of it, but it's in Japanese. My friend picked it up when they were in Japan, and they have it all written in Japanese, so I can read it by just translating on a sheet of paper. I have a chart that shows what each hiragana and katakana is, and if you don't have, like, if they have kanji, it has furigana on the side, so it's in regular, like, hiragana, katakana on the side, so you can still read it. I've been trying to learn that way so that it's something I really love and I can go through it slowly. I've only gotten 5 pages into my Nikke book, but it's still exciting that I got through 5 pages because then I have so many more to go through. It's so cute already too. It has to do with Soda at first meeting Coco. Not meeting Coco, but like they're starting to open up shop for Made for You. And they talk about having met the counters and putting them in maid outfits. And they have Anne, or N102, who just was found outside of Made for You, kind of like collapsed. They were hungry. That's as far as I got. Anne just came into the cafe because Coco dragged her in and she was hungry as fuck. The art style is really cute too, which helps.
そのくせ自分の体だけを大切にして少し泥がついたくらいで騒ぐでしょ。呆れるったら。
止まれ。
Don't throw up! What? Oh.
ちょっと指揮官様、今私のお尻に当たってますけど。
What? What did our face touch? Excuse me? This place reeks? It doesn't matter. This place reeks.
だから人のお尻に向かってそんなこと言わないで。後ろに行って。
Are we saying her ass reeks or the drain pipe reeks? Because the way she's talking makes it sound like she's stinky.
ねえ、なんで急に止まったりするのよ。
Makes you ask where do they go? Where do we go? Yeah, so true.
光よ、内部についたみたいね。
Let's go.
そうだね。早く出ましょう。
Play.
前方にラプチャー発見。
当然のように内部も掌握してるわね。こんな地下までどうやって来たんだろう。ところで、あのラプチャーたち何をやっているのでしょうか。機械の周りに集まってるね。
They're keeping the power station running. Oh, so this is why.
ラプチャーが人間の文明を利用するわけ。
アニス、よく見て。操作している。
本当に？
That's
こんなこと
crazy.
って今までありましたか？これまではありません
How
でした。
does Shifty have, I guess through us, she has the ability to show up in these places. But the fact that Shifty can just kind of appear anywhere, it just makes me feel like, why do we go through these places? I'm gonna guess that it's because she's just connecting through us.
指揮官、
But her
アー
range
クに戻
reaches
ること
so
を提案
far.
いたします。調査という任務は達成しました。
Let's go home.
ラジャー。シフティ、後ろのルートを確保。
Oh, encounter.
気づかれたわ。
エンカウンター。指揮官、私の後ろへ。
ラピ。いい加減にしろ。
As Rappy is speaking, she's struck by an electron beam that comes out of nowhere. With a resounding crack, her head falls and rolls to your feet. You stare in horror as her eyes go dim. Oh yeah, that did happen!
しっかりしてよ。奴らが来てるよ。
Hey, Commander, pull yourself together, they're coming. I can't deny a bunch of raptors going around messing with machines clearly not made for them sounds cute. You're thinking like a Wall-E robot, just like finagling with like little levers and shit like that. Although I will say I'd love to see a little animation of this with like raptors just figuring out how to use things like Wall-E. That would be actually really cute. I could see that as like a wallpaper. Like a phone wallpaper.
何？この振動。前方、タイラント級は感知。
A
識
tyrant?
別信号
Another
グ
one?
レイブディガーで確定。あの土を掘るやつね。ここで戦うのは自殺行為だよ。ラピもいないのに。シフティ退却ルート。はい、東岸位置の校舎はまだ稼働します。線路に沿って外部へ出ることが可能です。
I love the way that they add these kind of shaking effects to indicate something's like quaking. I just like the effects that they add for something more serious coming. Dropped it.
よし、振り切ったわ。ネオ、ラピオは無事みたいです。
Oh, good.
もうすぐで外部です。ここからは走ってください。ルート上にはラプチャーがたくさんいます。気をつけてください。
Got
了
that.
解。指揮官様、走るよ。
We're getting caught up by a bunch of raptures though. We have to get caught by a bunch of raptures. Like we're running away from a bunch of raptures. Are they not fast? Because human legs, I'm just gonna say, are not very fast. Even if we run like Usain Bolt, I don't think that we're gonna make it past raptures. After trying to play Wua, I appreciate the start so much. I still need to play Wua. I had it initially where I was gonna be joining a friend who was gonna show me Wua while I showed them Nikke. But because of how busy my schedule will be in this next month, it's possible that we do that in September. Because for me, I will brave any game or learn about other games if it means I can indoctrinate someone into Nikke culture. It's so good that I think anybody could really enjoy Nikke.
このしっかりしてよ。ぼんやりして私たち全員死なせるつもり。
Wua spams you with made-up terminology and doesn't even bother explaining it. Meanwhile, they hint at what nymph is before ever mentioning it by name. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that. I think my experience might end up being different with someone who knows about Wua kind of walking me through it. But I'll have to see. I'm really bad at terminology. And clearly I miss a couple things, but I do like it better like mentioned slowly and kind of introducing me to it first. That's part of why I think Shift Up is so good at like slowly introducing everything.
ラピはまだ死んでない。頭さえ持っていけばなんとかなるよ。
Hurry up, me!
早く。
Go!
分かった。師匠、これを持って
Is
て
she
くれ
gonna
ません
pass me Rappy's head? I'm gonna
私たちが持
die.
っていると戦闘に支障をきたすのでよろしくお願いします。
It's heavy. I fucking knew it. She just gave me the disembodied head. Rappy's head is heavier than I thought. You can't say that about a woman. Let me see. Right here.
君は追放処分とする。
What? Why?
君に下した命令は発電所の調査だった。発電所を壊せとは命令していない。
That's not our fault.
光線の影響で発電所内部が連鎖爆発を起こして大破し、保管されていた資材と施設が粉々になったのだよ。2ヶ月分だ。2ヶ月もアークを食べさせられる資源を君とニケたちが吹き飛ばしたんだ。
They don't even mention Gravedigger. I'm okay with that. I hated Gravedigger. When I first started playing Nikke, me trying to follow those little circles while it was moving was the most annoying thing for me.
言い訳があるかね。
Yes, I do.
いや、ない。君にできる言い訳はない。君と君が指揮した分隊は今日付でアークから追放、全焼基地への配属が決まった。
The queen made him randomly dig around Earth just hoping to find the Ark by luck. That's crazy. That's like they're playing a different kind of gacha game. Let's dig it up and see what we can find.
不毛の地だ。人もいないし、施設もない。
I'm just saying this is a bit harsh. I know that we lost 2 months worth of resources, but we also took down a tyrant class Rapture before. I feel like we should be shown
そん
some
な
kind
に
of
心配するこ
leniency.
とはない。最低限の資源くらいはある。 護衛もつけてあげよう。構成官送りじゃないことに感謝するべきですよ。
That's crazy. What about, yeah, what about Rappy? We actually tried.
修理中だ。終わり次第上がらせよう。では荷物をまとめてすぐ動きたまえ。
That's messed up.
発電所での光線データは？
分析はすでに終わった。
言ってみなさい。
実戦に強いタイプというには異質すぎる。圧倒的だ。発電所内部のラプチャーたちのスペックは既存のラプチャーと次元が違う。
それを突き放し脱出にまで成功したとは。
It's a trap. We're just being tested the whole time.
何かあるに違いない。今は見当もつかないが調べてみる価値は十分だ。
Impressive commanders and squads get overworked to death, so he's trying to make you seem like a failure to help you. Ah, yes, this sounds like something my dad would say. What I miss? You didn't miss too much. We're getting tested like an Asian parent. You should have done better. This is your... You failed. Oh, you should want to do better. Oh, this is for you. This is for your sake that I'm yelling at you.
まあそのための全焼基地行きなのだがな。偉大なる中央政府の目を避けるにはこれ以上の場所はない。
もう一つ。
人間の機械をコントロールしたラプチャーのことか。
進化していると思うのが妥当だろう。
果たして目的は？
そうだな。どうせどっちかだろう。人類を抹殺するか。
You got an A, but Mama told you to get an A plus? Close. Papa. Insert Papa here instead.
人類に変わるか。
Oh. Anderson is a parental figure and we are in Korea. That's right. He is basically my Asian father. My parents being Korean, I being Korean, you know, it makes a lot more sense now.
ここって
Oh, this place always reminds me of oh my gosh, what's the squad called with Senti and Leader's squad?
全焼基地と聞きました
Something Hammer?
わか
No.
ってるけどなんで私
Mighty
たちがこんな
Tools.
ところに
It
配属
reminds
さ
me
れる
of
の
Mighty
よ
Tools whenever I see this background.
師匠の護衛も兼ねてあと発電所を
Yeah,
壊
Mighty
した情報員ですからねいくらなんでもこんな荒れ地でどうやって
I remember this background reading Bow Wow Paradise, I think. Mighty Tools.
アニス見てくださいこんなに銃を乱射しても誰も気にも留めませんわあこれはすごい
I don't know
わ
what it is. Every time I see things that remind me of cameos, it makes me so happy. Like being able to recognize this stuff makes me extremely happy. It's like learning a little bit more about the Nikke lore or being more invested in the Nikke lore. I feel more like a Nikke file when I do stuff like that. It makes me really
そう
happy.
ですよねあと野営みたいで
Everyone's so
ワクワクしま
knowledgeable.
せんか
I actually said this to a friend after my first stream with Project Matisse. I was talking about how, like, hearing about how much everybody else knows makes me really excited to find out more or to learn more, to be able to kind of talk a little bit more on par with you guys, because learning bits and pieces here just makes it more exciting for me to be able to, like, again, talk on par with you guys, but also, like, go nerdy about some of the details, like the nitty-gritty details. Senti's bond story is very rare kind. It's not romantic, but it's also not just a joke. It's like friendly bonding. That's the kind of bonding I want to see a little more of. I don't mind the sexy or the romantic style bond stories, but I also like the variety. Like, I like variety in the bond stories too. But I like the bonding of the Nikke. I feel like my problem with the Rappy and Anis, other than like, it's definitely meant for world building, but I wish I got to know them as characters a little bit more in their stories. But I get it's for world building purposes.
動機が激しすぎて死んじゃいそう
I go slightly mentally insane. Then maybe you should stop! You might save your sanity, but let me guess, you don't want to save your sanity. You just like to be a little freak like me. You like being a freak like me. You like it. You like it. Uh-huh.
ところで師匠、私たちどこで寝るんですか？
We're sleeping out here? In the dormitory.
宿所？宿所はどこですか？
Why Piss Dragon? I'm never telling this story. I've said this story so many times. Never. Don't ask about it. It's so sad. Not sad. It's... I can't believe how many stories I have about bathrooms. It's kind of crazy. I was just talking to a friend about the incident from, like, one of my many incidents in the bathroom. Not me, like, incidentaling, but just something happened. I remember being... This isn't the story, by the way. I remember being at my old apartment and there was a leakage. My ceiling was leaking in the bathroom. I didn't do this, by the way. It just happened to be that my ceiling was leaking. And so I opened the door. It looks like one of those showers that are from the direct roof, right? I couldn't step inside because I feel like I know what that is. And I had to call my landlords who lived above me and awkwardly tell them that I think I know what they're doing. And they had to call a repair person for me. I could not go to the bathroom at all until they fixed it. My kidneys are crying. Lore crafting is important too for community establishment. You want to know about that story? I told... No! No, it's from ages ago. You have two anyways? I have multiple bathroom stories for whatever reason possible. The reason... Oh my gosh, I can't believe how many times people force me to say these things, because one day I'm gonna drop this lore and make an actual lore, but the lore that people keep calling me Piss Dragon is because I was a new streamer. Oh my gosh, Lies loves this story. I was a streamer a long time ago. I just started and I just learned how to use OBS. I was rating someone on Twitch and what I didn't know is that your stream will still keep going unless you hit stop streaming. And the problem was that I did not stop streaming. And I mean that in every sense of the word. I went to the bathroom. I lived by myself, by the way, at the time. I lived by myself, so I'm gonna free willy everything. I did not care. I kept my door open and I went to the bathroom, but my bathroom is directly across from my setup. So everybody heard everything. People who didn't leave my stream and didn't go with the raid, they just heard everything. And ever since then, everybody just calls me Piss Dragon. And I've been trying to get rid of this name forever. Why do people do... Why does this keep sticking around me? Rah, 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 rah. That's... I didn't know! Listen, as soon as I get home, everything comes off. I live by myself, essentially, so I'm as comfortable as I can be. It was the rain. It was some kind of rain. They call it a golden shower. Miri doesn't leave a footprint on the internet. She leaves a... Okay. Alright. Alright. Listen, this is basically like marking your territory. So what I'm saying is that one day this is gonna happen here on YouTube, and that hasn't happened yet, and I should be happy about that, but one day I know it's gonna happen. Because again, my setup now is still directly next to the bathroom, so... The difference between now and then, though, is that I have noise cancellation, which I didn't have then. I used like a regular mic back then. Now I have a Shure, but back then I had no noise cancellation. It was so embarrassing too because it was one of my friends, like my early friends with VTubing, that I raided into, and if he checked out my stream, it was just me streaming in a different way. This dragon doesn't sound that bad. Sounds pretty cool, actually, if I can pull it off with confidence. I have the confidence of, I don't know what, but it's something with the lack of... Actually, does it take confidence? I technically didn't know, but it should take some kind of confidence to be on stream, no? Twice.
そうですね。もしかしてシャワー室
No! Why is it talking about bathroom here too? I don't want my lord to go down the toilet or be about the toilet. How's this happening? There are canned goods and military rations over in here. They're about to expire though. So the bathroom is... What about the bathroom?
あそこの隅にあ
In
っ
the
たよう
corner
な
over there, it seems.
ですよね。やっぱりシャワー室はありますよね。
Oh, don't I know it, Neon. Ah. How is it the whole time we're fighting raptures and the moment that I mention my lore is the moment that the bathroom comes up? This game really is listening to me. Oh, the water's in your
あ
bladder.
まりないわ。まだ気になることがあって。何？まさか師匠も私たちと一緒にこの宿舎で過ごされるのですか？もしそうなら大問題です。
Why?
いくらなんでも一緒に過ごすとなるとプライバシーの問題があるよね。うん。
I'll have my own separate quarters.
あ、そう？それはよか。ちょっと見せて。
You want to look at... Is it because she wants to see if we have a shower? I'm gonna call it now that this is gonna be where we find them going to our room to shower. Say it.
何かしらこれ。一人で使うのになんでこんなに広いの？
Campaign stream? I'm not sure just yet. I actually might be on semi-hiatus for the next month-ish, like 3 to 4 weeks. But I plan to try to record some of the campaign, the main story in the next couple weeks so that I still have content being pushed out. But I am still posting Bond stories and the blah blah text messages for shorts. So hopefully that can tide over the Nikke channel. But I do roguelike and variety streaming on my other channel. So my roguelike streaming is gonna be... Utsuro! My roguelike and variety content is gonna be at the link that I've pinned, where I post 2 times per week while I'm gone. So there'll be still a lot of content that's coming out if you want to see those. I really enjoyed variety and roguelike streaming, but I wanted to make this channel primarily Nikke stuff since I like Nikke so much. I'll comment on the shorts. Thank you! It does really help. You know, YouTube thinks I'm a bot on my second channel because I've been posting shorts every day. Apparently that makes me a bot and I'm spamming, so... I'm still posting shorts every day on that channel. But otherwise, I still have videos going up, even if they're only like sparsely viewed, I guess. It doesn't matter to me. As long as you guys are enjoying the content, then YouTube can continue to think I'm a bot. Hello, hi Drake, hi! Welcome, welcome. I'm waiting for them to talk about the bathroom again.
確認したいことがあります。
You know, my friend had a brick mascot because people were talking about getting having bricks thrown at the streamer. It was because of Tits, the throwing thing. And so she got a mascot that's a brick with like a ribbon on it. And now I'm like, should I get a mascot that's like a toilet with a ribbon on it or something? More VODs than live stream? Only for now. Only for now. I'm primarily a live streamer. I do live streaming every Thursday typically, but because this next month is gonna be busy, it'll be VODs probably for just this next month. Afterwards, I'll be streaming again. I have a lot of family things going on, so unfortunately because of that, family and social events, I won't have time to stream as much as I usually do, but I might try to sneak in a guerrilla live stream here and there if I can. That's what I'm hoping to do. I still want to make content and I still want to put out something for you guys, which is why I'm doing that. You made me get nubby and I nearly missed my bus stop because of it a few times. Isn't it fun? I really like nubby. It's kind of very, in a way, relaxing. There's a new game that you guys should try. It's called Bills Must Be Paid. It's a little too true to real life, I think, but it's really fun. It's about having all these bills that must be paid, and you have to smash piggy banks to try to make enough money to pay your bills. And they get higher over time, so you need to level up your piggies and your abilities to be able to pay off your bills. Yeah, I really enjoy a lot of variety style games, but I just don't really stream it much on this channel anymore, sadly. 2.2 billion, that's a lot. Wait, is this the bathroom? How did I fucking know? You hear that shit?
シャワーじゃなくて滝だわ滝私は師匠に失望しました
We didn't choose this?
指揮官だから当然といえば当然だけどこれはちょっと差がありすぎでしょあ、いいこと思いついた私たちと宿舎を交換するってのはどうかしら
I don't think that's a good idea.
考えてみてよ多数が損をするよりは一人が損した方が合理的だわ
She's talking about the arc, right? I need to keep this room.
ねえ指揮官様
I don't think so.
優しすぎるのも問題ですよ、指揮官。
Wow, even Rappy wants it. Also, congratulations that you didn't get too ahead of yourself. Actually, no, you got the second head of yourself, so...
来ましたね
ごめん、二人には苦労をかけたわ。
Dots.
ボディを再整備し、復帰しました。ここが、これから私たちが過ごす全焼基地ですか。
Yup, outpost time.
なんだかいろいろ言いたげな顔ですね。こんな機会だから申し上げますが。
どうしたのまさかちゃんとくっついてなかったですか
Is her head about
あ
to...
なたたち、
Never mind.
臭い。
そう嗅覚センサーを切ってたから知らなかったわちょっと待ってください二人はちゃんとしてて私たちだけ何なんですかこのざまは
You can wash up in here.
ネオンシャワー先にいいよではお言葉に甘え
指揮官、外で待ちましょう。
Okay, bye.
荒れ果てたところですね。これからが心配です。
Is she talking about her room?
先ほどの話に戻りますね。こんな機会だから申し上げますが、私たちニケは人間ではありません。
Yes.
人類の敵であるラプチャーと戦うため、強大
I
な
know she
力
was
と不
raised
滅
like
の
this,
命を
but they're
持
always like
つ
we're
兵器に過ぎま
weapons.
せん。
We're weapons, we're weapons. I get that they were made to fight on the surface, but also I'm surprised how much she throws out just that we're not humans, we're not humans. I guess because she keeps mentioning her mental fortitude is good, but for Nikkes who are supposed to be very, like, not very aware or, like, lack the awareness of being not human as much as possible, she's pretty aware and reminds people to be
大
aware.
破したニケが平然と再び現れるのはよくあることです。ですから、そんな深刻な顔しないでください。
Oh, this art is so pretty. Also, something else is very pretty. Sorry, I got
指
distracted.
揮官、指揮官には私たちが何に見えますか？
Humans.
私たちを人間として見てくれるのはありがたいですが、結局指揮官が傷つくことになるでしょう。時間が経つほど
This is a
違いを
nice
実
shot.
感することになるでしょうから、私の言葉
Definitely
忘れ
a
ないで
nice
ください。もう遅いです。今日は
I'm
休み
sure
まし
she
ょう。
usually has way more cover because her hair is super long, so I'm sure it's longer than her skirt if it wasn't flying. It's been a long day. You're exhausted and it's time to retire for the evening. You've received a text message. The sender is Anderson. Ding ding. How are you finding the outpost? I like it. Well, I could care less what you think. Then why'd you ask? It's gonna be your home for the foreseeable future regard. Then don't ask me! If Anike's hair gets cut, does she need to replace a wig? I think so. The hair wouldn't grow, right? Because it's just the body, I feel like she has to get the whole thing redone. Maybe they just took her brain and just threw it in a new body, so her hair wouldn't have to be re-sewn in or anything like that. It would just be thrown into a new body. Because if Nikke bodies work how people described it to me, then she would just come in as the form that's ideal to her, or what form she would see herself as, right? So the same way that Maxwell sees herself as this Nikke versus human Maxwell, this would be Rappy's like ideal form, so to speak. This is how Rappy sees herself. I don't know. Regrow like Play-Doh? Oh no, please. You can take advantage of the fact that the Ark has no jurisdiction over there. Commanders typically don't fraternize with the Nikkes unless they're on a mission, but things are different at the outpost. After getting close to the Nikkes, you'll find it's easier to look after them. So don't think of it as a bad thing. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Goodbye. It's time to sleep. Can repair with Goddessium. I guess that's true. Come in.
来客です。
Who? What guest?
準備ができましたら下に降りてきてください。
Wait, is this when Syuen comes in? Humans and monsters.
はい。
Fuck! Someone horribly depressed can't become Nikke because her ideal image won't be human. Oh, that makes sense though. I kind of understand why that would be the case.
お客が来たらキビキビ動いて。私がそんなに暇な人間に見える？
Who are you? No, 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 no. Turn around, walk away. Right now.
誰？私？お前私のこと知らないの？
I hate this person. I just spent 2 video streams hating this person. I spent a whole event hating this person. This sucks.
最近の士官学校はダメね。基本的な常識も教えないんだから。おい、そこの白い鉄くず。
Humans and monsters, yep.
え？私ですか？そう、お前。こいつに私が誰か教えてやる。
See, Jared knows. Oh, they're gonna ask Neon. What? Neon knows? I'm kind of surprised. I didn't figure Neon would know because she's relatively new as a Nikke too.
どうすべきかわかるわよね。
Did you know anything about Marion being corrupted? Yeah, fuck your CEO status.
は？
Marion's corruption must have started while she was still inside the Ark. Anything you want to tell me?
全然理解できてないじゃない。ユニ。
No.
ひざまずかせて。
A light flashes through Uni's hand. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Suddenly, your legs lose strength.
指揮官。
何をするんですか？
Syuen slowly lifts her feet. Yup, and this is the thumbnail shot. And stomps down on you hard.
身の程知らずのお調子者はこうやってたまに踏んづけてあげるの。
60 years old, by the way.
おい、これから私と話すときはこのポーズを取るのよ。
60 years old.
そして二度とそんな質問はしないこと。わかったわね。
Get your foot off of me.
ほう、なかなか反抗的じゃないの。
My hack CEO can't possibly be this cute. It's true because the CEO isn't cute. Fuck this girl. You're a monster. Actually, you know, you're so true, Anis, my star, because the humans and monster after the event is crazy. How? What? I don't have the bonk ready. I'm so sorry. Wait, I wonder if it will work because I didn't have StreamerBot updated or uploaded. Here we go. We try this again. Yup. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Uh-huh.
言葉
This is what it feels like as
無視するわけ
the fucking commander right now. Ah!
言ってみなさいよ
Rappy, Anis, and Neon take out their guns.
面白い
足をどけろ。
いえ好きにやらせて足の方が速いか銃弾の方が速い
Yeah, let's go, Anis.
試してみる三原はーい
A blue laser is emitted from Mihara.
感覚交換完了です
Syuen takes a pistol from her arms and aims at Mihara's abdomen. Ooh.
何これ
That's so fucked up.
素敵でしょ三原とお前たちの感覚を交換したのこうすると通覚センサーが自動でオンになるのよ
Okay, but where does the bullet go? Does the bullet still go inside Mihara? Or does the bullet just dissipate? Like, where does the bullets go when she takes the pain? Or gives the pain away?
だから
That's messed up still.
一体何を
Anis's scream was really good there.
こういうことができちゃうわ
The way they say it definitely sounds like she got wounded. So she still has like the bullet wounds in her body. She's probably like bleeding profusely. It's just she doesn't feel the effects of it. Damn, I feel bad for Mihara. She has to get her body redone every time she walks out with Syuen. I'm almost 100% that this is gonna be something she does every day she walks out with Syuen.
人間に銃口を向
Goes
ける
back
手
to
は
the
理由
repair
を問わ
center.
ず処分のはず
How
だ
you
け
doing?
ど
It's another day. Just a typical day. She knows all the doctors and all the researchers by heart because she goes there every day to get repaired.
まあこの辺にしておきましょう
Dots.
そんなに睨みつけても無駄無駄さあでは話を始めましょうこれからワードレスと地上へ上がってあワードレスという
this is
の
when we
は
go to the
三
surface
原と
together.
ユニのことねお前たちにも分体名くらいあるんでしょそのカウンターズまあそんな感じとにかく地上に上がってラプチャーを捕獲してくればいいの詳しいことはこいつらに聞いてわかった2日あげるわ
Everyone just sends me out on errands. When do I get to go on my own missions?
まだそんなことを言ってるのいい三大企業の CEO は副司令官と同じ命令権を持っているの電気椅子に座りたくなければ命令に従うのよ
I forgot to say, hope the matters with your family aren't sad or too serious. I swear it's not as traumatic as this story. I swear it's not that bad. I just over dramatize. That's just how things are. It's like not totally wrong, but it's not totally right either. It's more like a small thing of like, if I got a B, I was so disappointed. I remember like crying in school because it was my first B ever. And then my mom had to come in because my teacher was like, she's inconsolable. I just told her she got a B and that's really good. And she started crying. And I was like, no, it's not good. And I was worried. So my mom had to come to school to console me. That was like middle school. I just had this like perfectionist complex because I want to get things right the first time. But that rarely ever happens. You can't get everything right the first time.
わかった
But
わ
me as a
ね
kid was like, but why not? Ooh. Syuen turns around and walks away. Wait.
は
Apologize.
は三原あいつと交換して
あら、シュエン、相手は人間よ。
交換して
あらあら。
Oh, that's for Utsuro. A blue laser is emitted from Mihara.
お前撃たれたことないでしょ。さあ感じてみなさい。
I can't wait for this to go stuck at her. Ow! Exclamation point. You feel extreme pain in your stomach.
またふざけるんだったら蜂の巣体験を。何？面白い。
Apologize!
おい、来ないで。下がって。
I'm moving closer. You can't stop me.
下がれと言ったでしょ。
No! Ow!
三原、撃ちなさい。
ニケは人間を撃てないの。
Yeah, that's right.
貴様。
You grab Syuen by her collar.
おい、話しなさい。
Apologize! Yeah!
気でも狂ったの？私を誰だと思ってるの？
I can say it, working on Nikke's and Raptures is some sci-fi nymph, but the commander is just a dude. The commander is just a dude. How this feels like it should hurt like a bitch. Also, how does this work in terms of Rapture anatomy? Because it works on Nikke's, right? I can kind of understand that it works on a human because it has like similar anatomy to a Nikke, right? But then a Rapture is definitely like anatomically very different from a Nikke and human. Where does the Rapture hurt when they're getting shot in certain areas?
なんで私があんな鉄くずに。
Apologize! They do say that Nikke and Raptures are almost identical. I guess I'm just curious, like, if you get shot in the arm and a Rapture has like 6 arms, which arm feels it? Or do they all feel it? Or does it count as a leg? And if so, then which leg feels it when the other leg is shot? Why would Raptures have the capacity for... Exactly! I'm so confused.
ごめんね。
Yeah, say sorry.
気絶したか。びっくりした。帰る。捕獲。
She fucking pissed her pants. She knows she did.
はーい。
She sent me on a mission after shooting me like 5 times in the abdomen. Soon after,
終わり。
my vision is hazy. Yes, I can.
よかった。顔がめちゃくちゃになっててびっくりしたんだから。とにかくこれからはあんなことしないでね。
I'm definitely gonna do it again. Watch in future chapters.
でも
Anis, this is nothing. You have no idea.
怒ってくれてありがとう。
Aww.
あなたたち
ん？
どういうことか説明してくれる？
まあ説明は難しくないけど地上に上がってからね。
地上が何か知らないけどその主演って誰？そんなことしていいと思ってるの？
That's right,
いい
Anis.
わよ。三大企業の CEO だもの。さあ急ぐわよ。2日しかないわ。期限を守らないと主演が何をするかわからない。
And that's it. This is as far as we're getting for now. Oof. I'm so dead because I was expecting actually to meet Syuen a little bit earlier, but that's right because the next episode, chapter 3, we already get the preview of Uni and Mihara in this one. I'll definitely make this into a video, and hopefully I'm gonna try to make some of the other chapters. If I can, I want to make this weekly, so this is just so that I can catch up and I can hopefully get to the later chapters as soon as possible. Ugh, but for now, I do want to remind you guys, I am going to be out for the next 3 to 4 weeks-ish. I am still posting content in both this year, or this... I read Utsuro's comment and I got fucked. I am going to still be posting content for this month in both my Miri Mizuhiki channel and my Mizuhiki Miri channel. It just depends what you want to see. But otherwise, I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm really excited that I got to have at least this stream. I will try to stream maybe when I'm able to. Otherwise, you have other content to look forward to on my main and my secondary channel. I had a lot of fun with you guys too. Thank you too, and good luck. Thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I will see you next time. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye.